Доброго дня. Про ситуацію у зоні АТО полковник Олександр Motuzyanyk.
Good afternoon. Now information about the situation in the ATO zone. Colonel Oleksandr Motuzyanyk, Ministry of Defense of Ukraine spokesperson and ATO-related issues. Welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. Now information about the events that happened in the ATO zone during the last 24 hours. The Lugansk sector. Yesterday, it was relatively calm. The enemy violated ceasefire only once. In the evening, the occupants opened fire with the use of grenade launchers at Malinovo. The Donetsk sector, right after midnight, the occupants delivered shelling with the use of small arms at Zaitsevo. And after this, it was calm along the line of contact. And at about 1 p.m., the militants restarted shelling in Avdiivka, Shakhtabutov, Kapatov front line. These shellings lasted with interruptions until the end of the day. Russian occupation forces delivered fire with the use of machine guns and grenade launchers, and in one of shellings, they launched 10 mines at Avdiivka. These mines were of 120 mm of caliber. So on the whole, during the last 24 hours in the Donetsk sector, the enemy delivered 8 shellings. So the Mariupol sector, yesterday, all armed provocations were in Chermalik-Shirokina part of front line. The militants used exclusively small arms. In the morning, Russian occupation forces opened fire with the use of machine guns in Vodyane. All other instances of ceasefire violations happened in the evening. And the situation was tense in Gnutovo, where the militants delivered fire at positions of Ukrainian forces during 3 hours. On the whole, during the last 24 hours in the Mariupol sector, there were 9 armed provocations carried out by the enemy. During the last 24 hours, and the result of the military actions, no Ukrainian serviceman was killed. 3 servicemen were wounded and traumatized. Students of the National Academy of the National Guard were trained to serve checkpoints. According to the plan of the training, they had to act in conditions of imaginary attack on the facility and artillery shelling. This training was conducted with the use of armored vehicles. Police officers in the Nechina identified the militants who died in the Mariupol sector in spring 2016. It was identified that this is a citizen of Ukraine who immigrated to Russia a long time ago and lived in Orsk town in Orenburg Oblast. It was identified that he served in the ranks of 1st Brigade of Russian occupation forces, took part in battles for Ilovaisk, Legirsk, and Debaltseve, and this militant ingloriously perished in October 2017 in battle near Vodyane. His relatives are now informed about his fate. Do you have questions? No questions? Thank you.